Though money is the reason your business is either thriving or constantly on the verge of failure. What if the traditional accounting model is setting you up for financial struggles rather than success? For years, business owners have been taught that sales expenses equals profit. This formula seems logical, but in reality, it leads most entrepreneurs to a cycle of spending and financial stress. Enter Profit First, a revolutionary cash management system developed by Mike Michalowicz, which flips the traditional formula and ensures that your business is always profitable from day one. This book presents a step-by-step system that ensures profitability, financial stability, and long-term growth. We will break down each chapter and guide you through the exact process of implementing Profit First in your business. By the end of this video, you will have a completely new perspective on business finances and the tools to turn your company into a money-making machine. Stay until the end, because what you're about to learn could save your business from financial chaos and put you on the path to financial freedom. Chapter 1: Value Creation. Every successful business creates something of value. The world is full of opportunities to make other people's lives better in some way, and your job as a business person is to identify things that people don't have enough of, then find a way to provide them. Understanding value creation is the fundamental first step to establishing a successful business, and it begins with the recognition that value is not inherent. It is perceived by the recipient. People assign value to things based on their needs, desires, and circumstances. What may be highly valuable to one person may hold little or no value to another, which means that effective value creation requires deep insight into what specific groups of people need and desire, followed by the ability to generate and deliver solutions that address those needs in a meaningful way. The best businesses are built on a foundation of solving real problems for real people, and that means recognizing gaps in the market, inefficiencies in existing solutions, or entirely new possibilities that others have overlooked. Value is often created through innovation, whether in the form of new products, improved services, or more efficient ways of delivering existing solutions. Innovation does not necessarily mean inventing something brand new. It can also mean improving something that already exists in a way that makes it significantly more desirable or useful. The key to effective value creation is differentiation, offering something that is meaningfully different from what is already available in a way that resonates with the target market. This can be achieved through superior quality, better functionality, more affordable pricing, enhanced convenience, or any other factor that increases the perceived value of a product or service. The process of value creation begins with research and observation, understanding what people want, what frustrates them, and what they are willing to pay for. Entrepreneurs who successfully create value do not rely on assumptions. They seek out information through direct interaction with potential customers, market analysis, and testing. They look at existing solutions and ask, what can be improved? What is missing? How can we do this better? Once an opportunity for value creation is identified, the next step is to develop a solution that effectively meets the identified need. This often involves experimentation, iteration, and refinement. The best products and services are rarely perfect in their first iteration. They evolve based on feedback, testing, and ongoing improvement. Successful entrepreneurs embrace this iterative process, constantly seeking ways to enhance the value they provide. A critical aspect of value creation is ensuring that the value being created is sustainable. Many businesses fail not because they lack an initial great idea, but because they are unable to sustain the delivery of that value over time. Sustainability in value creation means being able to consistently produce, distribute, and deliver value in a way that remains profitable and scalable. This requires careful consideration of resources, costs, supply chains, and infrastructure. A business that creates value but cannot sustain its ability to deliver that value will struggle to succeed in the long run. Another key factor in value creation is alignment with market demand. It is not enough to create something that is valuable in theory. It must be something that people actively want and are willing to pay for. This means validating demand before fully committing resources to development. Many failed businesses invest heavily in developing a product or service only to discover that there is little to no market demand. Smart entrepreneurs test demand early through prototypes, beta testing, and market surveys, ensuring that there is a willing customer base before scaling up. Understanding the psychology of value perception is also crucial. People do not make purchasing decisions based purely on logic. Emotions, social influence, branding, and perception all play significant roles in determining what people see as valuable. This is why effective branding, storytelling, and marketing are critical components of value creation. Businesses that successfully create value also focus on delivering a compelling experience beyond just the product or service itself. The way a product is presented, the way customers interact with a brand, and the entire purchasing and user experience contribute to the overall perception of value. The most successful businesses understand that value creation is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process. Markets evolve, customer needs change, and competition increases. Businesses that thrive are those that continuously innovate, adapt, and enhance the value they provide. They stay ahead of trends, listen to customer feedback, and anticipate future needs before they become urgent. In a highly competitive business landscape, value creation is what sets successful companies apart from the rest. It is not enough to have a great product or service. That product or service must be positioned, communicated, and delivered in a way that resonates with customers and differentiates it from alternatives. Entrepreneurs who master the art of value creation understand that business success is not just about making money. It is about making a meaningful impact in the lives of their customers. When a business consistently provides real, tangible value to its customers, financial success follows naturally. This is why value creation is the foundation upon which all successful businesses are built, and it is the starting point for anyone looking to create a business that not only generates revenue but also makes a lasting impact. Without value creation, no business can survive, let alone thrive. The process of value creation is both an art and a science, requiring creativity, strategic thinking, and a deep understanding of human behavior. Every successful business, from the smallest startup to the largest multinational corporation, is built on the fundamental principle of providing something of value to others. Understanding and mastering value creation is the key to entrepreneurial success and the first step in building a business that is truly sustainable, profitable, and impactful. The ability to create value is what separates successful entrepreneurs from those who struggle, and it is the most important skill any aspiring business person can develop. By focusing on value first, rather than just profit or growth, entrepreneurs set themselves up for long-term success, ensuring that their businesses have a solid foundation that can withstand market fluctuations, economic downturns, and competitive pressures. In the end, the businesses that win are the ones that make people's lives better in meaningful ways. That is the essence of value creation, and that is what ultimately drives success in the world of business. Chapter 2: Marketing. Marketing is the bridge that connects value creation to the people who need it, and without it, even the most valuable product or service will remain unknown and unappreciated. A business can offer the most groundbreaking innovation, the most useful solution, or the most compelling experience, but if no one knows about it, it will never generate sales or build an audience. The essence of marketing is communication. It is the art and science of spreading awareness, generating interest, and ultimately driving action. Every successful business must master marketing, because without it, even the most valuable ideas are destined to fade into obscurity. Marketing begins with understanding the audience. Who are the people that will benefit most from what you have to offer? What are their problems, desires, fears, and aspirations? What motivates them to seek out solutions, and how do they make decisions? Effective marketing is rooted in psychology. It taps into human behavior and emotions, crafting messages that resonate deeply with the target market. The first step in any marketing strategy is identifying the ideal customer, also known as the target audience. This means going beyond basic demographics like age, gender, and location, and diving into deeper insights such as values, lifestyle, interests, and pain points. The more precisely a business defines its target audience, the more effectively it can tailor its messaging, positioning, and outreach efforts. A common mistake businesses make is trying to appeal to everyone, but in reality, the most successful marketing campaigns are those that focus on a specific niche and speak directly to the people most likely to buy. Once the audience is defined, the next step is crafting a compelling value proposition. A value proposition is a clear and concise statement that explains why a product or service is valuable, how it solves a problem, and why it is different from or better than competing alternatives. A strong value proposition is not about listing features. It is about communicating benefits in a way that speaks to the customer's needs and desires.
It answers the fundamental question every potential buyer asks: what's in it for me? The way a value proposition is framed can make the difference between a product that gets ignored and one that captures attention. But simply having a value proposition is not enough. It must be effectively communicated through various marketing channels. There are countless ways to reach an audience, from traditional methods like print ads and television commercials to modern digital strategies like social media marketing, content marketing, search engine optimization, and email campaigns. The key is choosing the right channels based on where the target audience spends their time and how they consume information. For instance, younger demographics may respond best to platforms like TikTok and Instagram, while professionals and business audiences may be more engaged on LinkedIn. Regardless of the channel, the core principle of marketing remains the same. Create awareness, build interest, and inspire action. Marketing is not just about selling, it is about storytelling. People are drawn to stories, and businesses that craft compelling narratives around their brand, products, and mission are more likely to capture and hold attention. A great marketing campaign does not just say "buy this product." It tells a story that makes people feel something, whether it is excitement, hope, nostalgia, or urgency. Some of the most effective brands in the world leverage storytelling to build emotional connections with their audience, making their products and services feel more meaningful and desirable. Another crucial aspect of marketing is positioning, which is how a product or service is perceived in the marketplace relative to competitors. A well-positioned brand does not compete on price alone. It creates a unique identity that differentiates it from others. Positioning can be based on quality, innovation, exclusivity, affordability, customer experience, or any other factor that makes a brand stand out. For example, luxury brands position themselves as symbols of status and prestige, while budget-friendly brands emphasize affordability and practicality. A strong positioning strategy ensures that when customers think of a particular need, they associate the business with the best possible solution. Effective marketing also involves creating demand. It is not enough to wait for customers to discover a product on their own. Businesses must actively generate interest and excitement. This can be achieved through promotional campaigns, advertising, partnerships, influencer collaborations, and word-of-mouth referrals. The goal is to create a sense of urgency and desire, making people feel that they need to take action now rather than later. Limited-time offers, exclusive deals, and compelling calls to action all play a role in driving customer engagement and conversions. Marketing is an ongoing process. It does not stop once a customer makes a purchase. Retaining customers and turning them into loyal advocates is just as important as acquiring new ones. This is where relationship marketing comes in. Building long-term connections with customers by providing excellent service, engaging with them regularly, and continuing to deliver value beyond the initial sale. Happy customers become brand ambassadors, sharing their positive experiences with others and driving organic growth. In today's digital age, data-driven marketing has become a game changer. Businesses no longer have to rely on guesswork. They can analyze data to measure the effectiveness of their campaigns, track customer behavior, and optimize their strategies in real time. Metrics such as website traffic, conversion rates, click-through rates, and customer retention provide valuable insights into what is working and what needs improvement. The most successful businesses use data to make informed decisions, refining their marketing efforts to achieve maximum impact. One of the biggest challenges in marketing is standing out in a crowded marketplace. Consumers are bombarded with thousands of marketing messages every day, making it difficult for any single brand to break through the noise. This is why creativity and innovation are essential. Businesses that experiment with bold, unique, and unconventional marketing tactics often gain the most attention and engagement. Viral marketing campaigns, interactive content, gamification, and personalized messaging are just a few examples of creative strategies that can capture audience interest and generate buzz. Another key factor in marketing success is consistency. A strong brand identity is built over time through repeated exposure and reinforcement. Businesses that maintain a consistent voice, visual style, and messaging across all marketing channels establish trust and credibility with their audience. Inconsistent branding, on the other hand, can create confusion and weaken a company's image. This is why successful businesses invest in brand guidelines and ensure that all marketing materials align with their overall brand identity. Marketing is not just a business function. It is a fundamental driver of growth and success. No matter how valuable a product or service may be, it will not reach its full potential without effective marketing. Businesses that understand and master the principles of marketing are able to attract customers, build strong relationships, and create lasting brand loyalty. In a competitive world where attention is a scarce resource, marketing is what ensures that a business remains relevant, visible, and thriving. It is the fuel that powers sales, the voice that communicates value, and the engine that drives business success. Those who invest in learning and applying marketing strategies will always have an edge, because at the end of the day, a business that cannot market itself effectively is a business that will struggle to survive. Marketing is not optional. It is an absolute necessity, and those who master it will always be ahead of the game. Chapter 3: Sales. Sales is the lifeblood of every business because without sales, there is no revenue, and without revenue, no business can survive. Every successful business ultimately sells what it has to offer. Having millions of prospects isn't enough if no one ultimately pulls out their wallet and says, "I'll take one." The sales process begins with a prospect and ends with a paying customer, and understanding the psychology, techniques, and process of converting interest into action is what separates businesses that grow from those that stagnate. The ability to sell is what transforms a great idea into a profitable enterprise, and mastering sales is one of the most valuable skills an entrepreneur can develop. Sales is often misunderstood as merely persuading someone to buy something they don't need, but in reality, sales is about helping customers make the best decision for their needs. The best salespeople are not manipulators. They are educators and problem solvers who guide customers towards solutions that genuinely benefit them. Sales is about trust, and without trust, no sale can be made. Building trust starts with understanding the customer, asking the right questions, and presenting solutions in a way that aligns with their goals, desires, and pain points. A successful sales process follows a structured journey, starting from initial contact, building interest, overcoming objections, and closing the deal. This journey begins with lead generation, where businesses attract potential buyers through marketing, referrals, or outbound efforts. Once leads are identified, they enter the qualification phase, where businesses determine whether they are a good fit for the product or service. Not every prospect is an ideal customer, and focusing on qualified leads increases efficiency and conversion rates. Once a prospect is qualified, the next step is engagement, where businesses build relationships, educate potential customers, and demonstrate the value of their offering. This is where storytelling, case studies, and social proof become powerful tools. People are more likely to buy when they see others benefiting from the product or service. The presentation phase is where businesses showcase how their offering solves a problem or fulfills a need. A great presentation is not about listing features. It is about painting a picture of what life will be like after purchasing the product. The best salespeople don't just describe a product. They create an emotional connection between the customer and the desired outcome. However, even the best presentations face objections, and handling objections is a crucial skill in sales. Customers will have concerns, whether it's about price, functionality, or trust, and successful salespeople address these concerns with confidence, providing reassurances and evidence that their solution is the right choice. The goal is not to argue, but to guide customers toward overcoming their own hesitations. Once objections are handled, the next step is closing the sale, where the customer makes the final decision. The close is not about pressure. It's about creating a seamless transition from interest to commitment. Closing techniques vary depending on the situation, but the most effective closers use urgency, exclusivity, and confidence to encourage action. After the sale, the relationship doesn't end. It evolves into follow-up and customer retention. Happy customers become repeat buyers and brand advocates, leading to referrals and long-term business growth. A successful business does not just focus on making one sale. It focuses on creating loyal customers who continue to buy and recommend the business to others. The most successful companies understand that sales is not about pushing a product. It's about delivering value, building trust, and fostering relationships. The ability to sell effectively is what determines whether a business thrives or struggles, and those who master sales will always have an advantage in the marketplace. Sales is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process of relationship building, trust, and value creation, and those who approach it with integrity and skill will always be in demand. In a world where competition is fierce, sales is what keeps businesses alive and growing, and those who prioritize sales mastery will always have the upper hand. Chapter 4. Value Delivery. Value delivery is the foundation upon which all successful businesses are built, because without the ability to deliver on promises, no amount of marketing or sales will sustain long-term growth. Every successful business actually delivers what it promises to its customers, and this fundamental concept is what separates sustainable companies from those that burn out quickly. There is a term for a person who takes other people's money without delivering equivalent value: scam artist. No one wants to be labeled as a scammer, and no business can survive long-term if it fails to meet customer expectations. Value delivery is not just about sending a product or completing a service. It is about ensuring that what the customer receives is at least as good as, if not better than, what was promised. It involves every touchpoint, from the moment a customer makes a purchase to their final experience with the product or service. Businesses that fail in value delivery often face refunds, complaints, negative reviews, and a damaged reputation. Those that excel in value delivery, however, build customer loyalty, increase word-of-mouth referrals, and solidify their brand as trustworthy and reliable. At the core of value delivery is understanding customer expectations and exceeding them whenever possible. This begins with setting clear, realistic expectations during the marketing and sales process. Over-promising and under-delivering is one of the fastest ways to lose trust. Businesses must ensure that their messaging aligns with what they can actually provide. If a product is marketed as being high quality, durable, and revolutionary, then it must actually meet those standards when it reaches the customer. Transparency is key. Being honest about what a product or service can and cannot do builds credibility and sets the foundation for strong relationships with customers. Once expectations are set, businesses must focus on optimizing their delivery process. This means ensuring that products are manufactured with consistent quality, services are provided efficiently and professionally, and support systems are in place to handle any issues that arise. Streamlining logistics, supply chain management, and customer support are crucial components of value delivery. A business that cannot consistently fulfill orders, meet deadlines, or provide necessary support will struggle to retain customers. Consistency is what builds brand trust. Customers need to know that every time they interact with a business, they will receive the same high standard of service or product quality. One of the most overlooked aspects of value delivery is the emotional impact of the customer experience. People remember how a business made them feel just as much as they remember the product itself. A seamless, enjoyable, and hassle-free purchasing experience leaves a lasting impression and increases the likelihood of repeat business. Businesses that go above and beyond in creating positive experiences for their customers often find themselves benefiting from strong customer loyalty. This can be achieved through personalized interactions, fast and effective problem resolution, and a genuine commitment to customer satisfaction. Another crucial element of value delivery is scalability. A business that delivers value effectively on a small scale may struggle when demand increases. Entrepreneurs must think ahead and design systems that allow them to maintain high standards even as their customer base grows. Automation, delegation, and process optimization play a key role in ensuring that quality does not decline as volume increases. Businesses that fail to scale their value delivery systems often experience breakdowns in operations, leading to dissatisfied customers and potential loss of market share. Continuous improvement is the hallmark of businesses that excel in value delivery. Companies must constantly evaluate their products, services, and customer interactions to identify areas for enhancement. Customer feedback is an invaluable resource in this process. Listening to what customers appreciate and what they struggle with provides direct insight into how value delivery can be improved. Businesses that actively seek out feedback and implement meaningful changes based on it demonstrate a commitment to excellence that customers appreciate and reward with loyalty. Additionally, businesses that invest in innovation and adaptation ensure that their value remains relevant in an ever-changing market. What works today may not be effective tomorrow, and companies that fail to evolve often fall behind. Monitoring industry trends, staying ahead of technological advancements, and continuously refining processes allow businesses to maintain their competitive edge. Value delivery does not end once a purchase is made. It extends into post-sale support, follow-ups, and ongoing engagement. The best businesses understand that a sale is not the end of a transaction, but the beginning of a relationship. Providing high-quality customer service, easy return policies, and proactive communication can turn a one-time buyer into a lifelong customer. Businesses that focus only on acquisition while neglecting customer retention miss out on one of the most valuable aspects of value delivery, creating advocates who willingly spread the word and bring in new customers through referrals. Reputation management is another crucial factor in value delivery. In the digital age, customer reviews, testimonials, and social proof play a major role in shaping public perception. Businesses must actively manage their online presence, address negative feedback professionally, and highlight positive customer experiences. A single bad experience shared on social media can significantly impact brand reputation, making it essential for businesses to be proactive in ensuring that their customers have positive interactions and feel heard when issues arise. Pricing strategy is also a component of value delivery, as customers expect the value they receive to align with the price they pay. Underpricing can lead to unsustainable operations, while overpricing without delivering matching value can lead to disappointment and resentment. Businesses must strike a balance between profitability and perceived value, ensuring that customers feel they are getting their money's worth while maintaining a healthy business margin. Ultimately, the businesses that succeed in value delivery are those that prioritize the customer experience at every stage. They do not see sales as mere transactions. They see them as opportunities to create long-term relationships. By ensuring that every product or service delivered meets or exceeds expectations, businesses can build a reputation of trust, reliability, and excellence. Value delivery is the defining factor between businesses that survive and those that thrive. In a world where competition is fierce and customer expectations are higher than ever, ensuring exceptional value delivery is not just an advantage, it is a necessity. The businesses that consistently provide outstanding value are the ones that earn loyal customers, generate repeat business, and create a lasting impact in their industry. Entrepreneurs and business owners who understand the importance of value delivery and commit to its continuous improvement will always have the upper hand in building sustainable, profitable businesses that stand the test of time. Chapter 5. Finance is the backbone of any business, the vital mechanism that determines whether a company thrives or collapses under the weight of mismanagement and financial instability. It is the art and science of watching the money flowing into and out of a business, then deciding how to allocate it and determining whether or not what you're doing is producing the results you want. Without a firm grasp of finance, even the most promising business ideas can fail, while those with strong financial management can weather economic storms, outlast competitors, and continuously grow stronger. At its core, finance involves managing cash flow, profits, losses, expenses, investments, and long-term sustainability. One of the most important lessons in finance is understanding that revenue does not equal profit. Many businesses fall into the trap of believing that as long as they are bringing in money, they are financially healthy, but this is far from the truth. Cash flow, the movement of money in and out of a business, is a more critical indicator of financial health than revenue alone. A company can generate millions in revenue and still fail if its expenses outweigh its earnings. This is why financial intelligence is paramount. Business owners must know how to track, analyze, and manage their finances effectively to ensure that they are not just making money but keeping and growing it. One of the key aspects of financial management is budgeting. A business without a budget is like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly and vulnerable to every wave and current. Budgeting allows businesses to allocate resources efficiently, ensuring that every dollar is used effectively to maximize growth and stability. A well-planned budget includes expected revenue, fixed and variable expenses, emergency funds, and reinvestment strategies. It is a living document that must be reviewed and adjusted regularly based on actual performance and financial trends. Without a budget, businesses risk overspending, underestimating costs, and failing to plan for unexpected financial challenges. Another crucial element of finance is profitability analysis. A business must not only generate sales but also ensure that its profit margins are sustainable. Profitability is determined by subtracting costs from revenue, but the true insight lies in understanding cost structures and pricing strategies. Businesses must assess their cost of goods sold (COGS), operating expenses, and fixed costs to determine how much profit is actually being retained from each sale. This information allows for smarter decision-making regarding pricing, cost-cutting, and efficiency improvements. A business that does not track its profitability is operating blindly, making financial decisions based on assumptions rather than concrete data. Managing debt is another key component of finance. While some debt can be beneficial, such as loans used for expansion, equipment, or investments that generate returns, too much debt or mismanaged debt can cripple a business. High-interest debt, uncontrolled borrowing, and poor repayment planning can lead to cash flow crises and eventual failure. Smart financial management involves using debt strategically, ensuring that borrowed funds are used for growth opportunities that yield higher returns than the cost of the debt itself. Additionally, businesses must have a clear strategy for paying down existing debt to maintain financial flexibility and long-term stability. One of the biggest financial challenges businesses face is maintaining positive cash flow. Even profitable businesses can experience cash flow problems if payments from customers are delayed, expenses rise unexpectedly, or operational inefficiencies drain resources. Effective cash flow management requires careful monitoring of receivables and payables, ensuring that money coming in is sufficient to cover money going out. Businesses must also maintain cash reserves to handle unforeseen expenses or downturns in revenue. Those that fail to prioritize cash flow management often find themselves unable to pay employees, suppliers, or rent, leading to operational disruptions and financial distress. Another critical aspect of finance is financial forecasting, which involves predicting future revenue, expenses, and growth based on historical data and market trends. Forecasting allows businesses to plan for upcoming financial needs, make strategic investments, and identify potential risks before they become crises. Businesses that engage in regular financial forecasting are better equipped to make informed decisions about hiring, expansion, pricing adjustments, and capital investments. Without financial forecasting, businesses are essentially navigating without a map, reacting to financial surprises rather than proactively planning for success. One often overlooked area of finance is tax planning. Taxes can take a significant portion of business revenue if not managed properly, and failing to plan for tax obligations can lead to penalties, fines, and cash flow shortages. Smart businesses work with accountants or financial advisors to optimize tax strategies, ensuring that they take advantage of legal deductions, credits, and tax-efficient structures. Effective tax planning allows businesses to retain more of their earnings and reinvest them into growth initiatives. Investment and reinvestment strategies also play a critical role in financial success. Businesses must decide how to allocate profits, whether to reinvest in research and development, marketing, hiring, or expansion. A balance must be struck between short-term needs and long-term growth. Businesses that reinvest wisely are able to scale efficiently and stay ahead of competitors, while those that fail to reinvest stagnate and eventually lose market relevance. Financial discipline is what separates thriving businesses from those that struggle. It requires making decisions based on data, not emotions, and being willing to delay gratification for long-term stability. Many businesses fail because they spend too aggressively during good times, only to find themselves unprepared when economic conditions change. Financially intelligent businesses operate with a mindset of sustainability, ensuring that they have the financial foundation to withstand downturns while continuing to grow. In today's digital age, financial management tools and software have made it easier than ever for businesses to track and optimize their finances. Automated accounting systems, financial dashboards, and AI-driven analytics provide real-time insights that help business owners make smarter decisions. Leveraging technology for financial management ensures accuracy, reduces manual workload, and allows businesses to scale efficiently. Ultimately, financial literacy is not just a skill. It is a necessity for every entrepreneur and business owner. Without a strong understanding of finance, businesses are at the mercy of external forces, reacting to financial challenges instead of proactively managing them. Those who master financial management gain control over their business destiny, ensuring that they are not only making money but also keeping and multiplying it. Finance is the foundation upon which all business success is built, and those who prioritize it will always have the upper hand in creating sustainable, profitable enterprises that stand the test of time. Chapter 6. The human mind. Businesses are built by people for people, and understanding the human mind is one of the most powerful tools an entrepreneur can develop. Every decision, every purchase, every negotiation, and every interaction within a business is influenced by psychology, emotions, and cognitive biases. The human mind is the foundation of all economic activity, as businesses rely on people to create, sell, buy, and operate within markets. Understanding how we take in information, how we make decisions, and how we decide what to do or what not to do is critical if you want to create and sustain a successful business venture. At the core of human psychology is the principle that people are driven by their emotions more than by logic. While people like to believe they make rational decisions based on careful analysis, the reality is that most decisions are made based on subconscious emotional triggers, with logic being used afterward to justify the decision. This applies to customers deciding whether to buy a product, employees choosing whether to stay at a company, or investors determining where to allocate their money. Successful businesses recognize this fundamental truth and use it to craft messaging, branding, and experiences that connect with their audience on an emotional level. One of the most powerful psychological forces that influence human behavior is the principle of scarcity. When people perceive that something is limited in availability, they instinctively assign it higher value and feel a greater urgency to act. This is why businesses use tactics like limited time offers, exclusive memberships, and countdown timers to drive sales. Scarcity triggers the fear of missing out, FOMO, making people more likely to take action. Similarly, social proof plays a critical role in decision-making. People look to others for cues on what to do, especially in situations where they are uncertain. Testimonials, reviews, influencer endorsements, and case studies all serve as forms of social proof that reassure potential customers that they are making the right choice. When people see others benefiting from a product or service, they are more likely to follow suit. Another cognitive bias that influences business decisions is the anchoring effect. This occurs when people rely heavily on the first piece of information they receive when making a decision. For example, if a product is initially presented with a high price and then offered at a discount, customers perceive the discounted price as a great deal, even if it is still expensive. Businesses use anchoring to frame prices, negotiations, and value perception in their favor. The principle of reciprocity is another key factor in business psychology. People have a natural tendency to feel obligated to return favors or kindnesses. This is why businesses often give away free samples, content, or bonuses. It creates a psychological urge for the customer to reciprocate by making a purchase. When businesses provide value upfront without expecting immediate returns, they build goodwill and increase the likelihood of future sales. Understanding cognitive load is also essential for businesses. The human brain has a limited capacity for processing information, and when faced with too many choices or complex options, people tend to experience decision fatigue. This is why successful businesses simplify their offerings, reduce friction in the buying process, and guide customers toward clear and easy decisions. The more effortless an experience feels, the more likely customers are to take action. Businesses also need to understand the power of habit formation. Many purchasing decisions are driven by habits rather than conscious thought. Companies like Amazon, Starbucks, and Apple have mastered the art of creating habitual behaviors by making their products and services part of their customers' daily routines. By reinforcing behaviors through rewards, convenience, and emotional connection, businesses can create long-term customer loyalty. Another psychological factor that influences business success is the concept of loss aversion. Studies show that people fear losing something more than they desire gaining something of equal value. Businesses can use this principle by framing offers in terms of what the customer stands to lose rather than what they will gain. For example, instead of saying, "Get a 10% discount if you sign up today," a business might say, "You will lose this 10% discount if you don't act now." The fear of loss is a powerful motivator that drives action. Businesses must also recognize the power of storytelling. The human brain is wired to respond to narratives. A well-told story engages emotions, makes information more memorable, and builds a deeper connection between the brand and the audience. This is why marketing campaigns, advertisements, and brand messaging that incorporate storytelling tend to be more effective than dry, fact-based presentations. The best businesses create compelling stories around their brand, their mission, and the impact of their products. The human mind is also susceptible to the paradox of choice. While people like the idea of having options, too many choices can lead to analysis paralysis, where they become overwhelmed and struggle to make a decision. Businesses that curate their offerings, simplify decision-making, and guide customers through a structured selection process often achieve higher conversion rates. Behavioral economics also plays a major role in business decision-making. Understanding how people perceive value, risk, and reward allows businesses to optimize pricing, marketing strategies, and product positioning. Concepts like price anchoring, decoy pricing, and bundling leverage human psychology to influence purchasing behavior. Entrepreneurs who understand these psychological principles can craft business strategies that align with how people naturally think and behave. Employee motivation is another area where psychological insights are critical. Businesses rely on people not only as customers, but also as employees who contribute to the company's success. Understanding what motivates employees, whether it is recognition, autonomy, purpose, or financial incentives, allows businesses to create work environments that foster productivity and satisfaction. Companies that fail to understand human psychology often struggle with employee engagement, turnover, and team dynamics. Leadership, communication, and organizational culture all depend on a deep understanding of human behavior. Ultimately, businesses that master the principles of psychology have a competitive advantage. They can design better customer experiences, create more persuasive marketing messages, build stronger brands, and optimize decision-making processes. By understanding the human mind, businesses can influence behavior in ways that drive sales, loyalty, and long-term success. The key to thriving in any business environment is recognizing that at the core of every transaction, every negotiation, and every interaction is a human being with emotions, biases, and decision-making tendencies. The best businesses don't just sell products or services, they understand people, and that understanding is what drives success in every industry. Chapter 7. Working with yourself. In today's busy business environment, it's easy to get stressed about everything that needs to be done. Learning how to work effectively and efficiently can be the difference between a fulfilling career and a draining one. Success in business and in life is largely determined by how well an individual can manage their time, energy, and mindset. Understanding how to work with yourself, how to harness your strengths, mitigate your weaknesses, and maintain discipline and motivation is one of the most critical skills any entrepreneur or professional can develop. The key to working with yourself begins with self-awareness. Successful individuals take the time to analyze their habits, thought processes, and decision-making patterns. They identify when they are most productive, what types of work energize them, and what drains them. Self-awareness allows for optimization. It enables individuals to structure their work around their natural rhythms and maximize efficiency. One of the most powerful productivity techniques is time blocking, where specific time slots are allocated to different tasks or activities. Rather than reacting to incoming demands throughout the day, successful individuals proactively structure their schedules to ensure that high-priority tasks receive dedicated focus. Another crucial aspect of working effectively with yourself is mastering focus. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to concentrate deeply on a single task is a superpower. Techniques such as the Pomodoro method, where work is broken into focused intervals with short breaks, can help improve concentration and prevent burnout. Eliminating distractions, setting clear goals, and practicing deep work are essential strategies for maintaining focus. Mental clarity and cognitive performance are also influenced by physical health. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient sleep all play critical roles in sustaining high levels of productivity. Entrepreneurs and professionals who neglect their health often find themselves experiencing burnout, decreased motivation, and mental fatigue. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle is not just about longevity. It directly impacts work performance, decision-making, and overall effectiveness. Another important principle of working with yourself is understanding motivation and discipline. Motivation is often seen as the key to success, but in reality, discipline is far more important. Motivation fluctuates. It is unreliable and dependent on mood, energy levels, and external circumstances. Discipline, on the other hand, is a habit that ensures consistency even when motivation is low. Building discipline involves creating systems and routines that make it easier to stay on track. Small, consistent actions taken daily lead to long-term results. Setting clear goals and tracking progress helps maintain momentum, reinforcing positive behaviors and minimizing procrastination. Successful individuals also understand the importance of managing their energy, not just their time. Some tasks are mentally draining, while others are energizing. Structuring the day to tackle high-energy tasks during peak focus periods and saving low-energy tasks for later can significantly improve efficiency. Rest and recovery are just as important as hard work. Pushing too hard without allowing for breaks leads to diminishing returns. Another key component of working with yourself is emotional intelligence. The ability to manage emotions, stay resilient under pressure, and maintain a positive mindset is critical for long-term success. Setbacks and challenges are inevitable, but individuals who develop emotional resilience are able to navigate obstacles without being overwhelmed by stress or negativity. Developing emotional intelligence involves practicing mindfulness, reframing negative thoughts, and focusing on solutions rather than problems. Working effectively with yourself also means understanding and leveraging personal strengths while improving weaknesses. No one is naturally good at everything, and the most successful individuals know when to delegate tasks that do not align with their strengths. Trying to do everything alone is a recipe for inefficiency and frustration. Leveraging strengths and outsourcing weaknesses is a powerful way to optimize personal productivity and results. Another essential habit of high performers is continuous learning. The world is constantly evolving, and staying ahead requires a commitment to lifelong education. Reading books, taking courses, attending seminars, and learning from mentors all contribute to personal and professional growth. Those who stop learning eventually fall behind, while those who make learning a priority continue to improve and adapt. Managing stress and maintaining mental well-being are also fundamental to working effectively with yourself. Chronic stress can lead to burnout, reduced productivity, and health problems. Techniques such as meditation, journaling, and deep breathing exercises can help manage stress levels and maintain clarity. Developing a work-life balance ensures that success does not come at the cost of personal happiness and well-being. Finally, working with yourself requires developing a strong sense of self-discipline and accountability. Setting clear goals, creating systems for tracking progress, and holding oneself accountable for results are all essential components of personal success. Self-discipline is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who struggle with inconsistency. In summary, mastering the ability to work with yourself is one of the most valuable skills an individual can develop. By optimizing time management, improving focus, maintaining physical and mental health, developing discipline, leveraging strengths, and committing to continuous learning, anyone can improve their productivity and effectiveness. The journey to success is not just about external factors. It starts with mastering the internal. Those who learn to work effectively with themselves gain a competitive edge in business and in life, ensuring that they remain productive, resilient, and continuously improving in pursuit of their goals. Chapter 8. Working with others. Working with other people is an ever-present part of business and life. You can't escape it, even if you want to. If you want to do well in this world, it pays to understand how to get things done with and through other people. Success in any field is not just about individual skills, intelligence, or knowledge. It is about the ability to collaborate, communicate, and build relationships. No one achieves greatness alone. The most successful individuals and businesses are those that harness the power of teamwork, leveraging the strengths of multiple individuals to achieve greater results than any one person could accomplish alone. Collaboration begins with effective communication, the foundation of all human interaction. Clear, direct, and thoughtful communication prevents misunderstandings, aligns expectations, and ensures that teams work together efficiently. Active listening is a crucial part of effective communication. Many people listen with the intent to respond rather than to understand, leading to conflicts, inefficiencies, and frustration. The best leaders and professionals know that listening is just as important as speaking, and they make a conscious effort to truly understand others before responding. Effective teamwork requires emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions while also being aware of and influencing the emotions of others. People are emotional beings, and conflicts, frustrations, and misunderstandings are inevitable in any working environment. Emotional intelligence allows individuals to navigate these challenges with patience, empathy, and composure. Those who develop emotional intelligence build stronger relationships, resolve conflicts more effectively, and create an atmosphere of trust and respect, which is essential for productive collaboration. One of the biggest challenges of working with others is handling conflict. Disagreements and differences in opinion are a natural part of any team environment. The key to handling conflict is addressing issues directly, calmly, and with a focus on resolution rather than blame. Successful teams foster a culture where feedback is constructive, where disagreements lead to better ideas rather than resentment, and where differences in opinion are valued as opportunities for growth. Trust is another fundamental aspect of working with others. In any relationship, whether personal or professional, trust is built through consistency, reliability, and integrity. People want to work with those they can depend on. Broken trust leads to dysfunctional teams, miscommunication, and inefficiency. Leaders and professionals who consistently follow through on commitments, take responsibility for their actions, and act with integrity earn the trust and respect of their colleagues. Leadership plays a crucial role in working effectively with others. Leadership is not about authority or position. It is about influence, guidance, and the ability to inspire others to achieve a common goal. Great leaders understand that their success is directly tied to the success of the people they lead. They empower their teams, provide support, and create an environment where individuals can thrive. Leadership requires vision, decisiveness, adaptability, and the ability to bring out the best in others. Delegation is another critical skill in teamwork. No one can do everything alone, and effective delegation allows for better productivity, efficiency, and growth. Successful leaders and entrepreneurs understand how to distribute tasks according to strengths, ensuring that work is completed at the highest possible level while freeing themselves to focus on strategic priorities. Delegation is not about handing off work and forgetting about it. It requires clear instructions, follow-up, and accountability. The ability to motivate others is also essential when working with people. People perform at their best when they feel valued, appreciated, and inspired. A workplace or team environment that fosters motivation leads to higher engagement, stronger commitment, and better results. Motivation can come in different forms: recognition, opportunities for growth, financial incentives, or simply a sense of purpose and belonging. Understanding what drives different individuals and tapping into those motivators is a key to success in working with others. A strong team is built on diversity. The best teams consist of individuals with different backgrounds, perspectives, and skill sets. Diversity fosters creativity, innovation, and well-rounded decision-making. Businesses and organizations that embrace diversity are more adaptable, resilient, and capable of finding unique solutions to challenges. However, diversity also requires inclusivity, ensuring that every team member feels heard, respected, and valued. Collaboration is not just about working alongside others. It is about achieving synergy, where the combined efforts of a team produce results greater than the sum of their individual contributions. Synergy occurs when individuals complement each other's strengths and compensate for weaknesses, creating a balanced and high-performing unit. To achieve this, teams must foster a culture of mutual respect, trust, and a shared vision. Networking is another vital aspect of working with others. Building and maintaining professional relationships opens doors to new opportunities, partnerships, and collaborations. Successful individuals understand that their network is one of their most valuable assets. They invest in relationships, provide value to others without expecting immediate returns, and stay connected with people across different industries and professions. Strong networks lead to business opportunities, mentorship, and career growth. Working effectively with others also involves setting boundaries. While teamwork is important, it is equally crucial to know when to say no, manage expectations, and avoid being overwhelmed by the demands of others. Setting boundaries ensures that individuals maintain their productivity and mental well-being while still contributing to a team's success. Ultimately, the ability to work with others is one of the most valuable skills anyone can develop. It determines success in business, leadership, and personal relationships. Whether collaborating on projects, managing teams, negotiating deals, or building long-term professional relationships, the principles of teamwork, communication, emotional intelligence, and leadership remain the same. Those who master the art of working with others create stronger connections, achieve greater success, and leave a lasting impact in their fields. Chapter 9: Understanding Systems. Businesses are complex systems that exist within even more complex systems, markets, industries, and societies. A complex system is a self-perpetuating arrangement of interconnected parts that form a unified whole. Understanding systems is crucial for success because everything in business operates within a structure of relationships, processes, and feedback loops. Those who fail to recognize the importance of systems often find themselves struggling with inefficiencies, unpredictable results, and an inability to scale. A system is composed of multiple components that interact to produce a desired outcome, and in business, these components include employees, customers, suppliers, processes, technology, and financial structures. When these components function in harmony, the system produces consistent and predictable results. But when any part is misaligned, inefficiencies, bottlenecks, and errors arise. The most successful entrepreneurs and business leaders recognize that they are not merely running a business, they are managing a system that must be constantly analyzed, optimized, and improved. One of the fundamental principles of systems thinking is that every part of a system is interconnected, meaning that a change in one area can have ripple effects throughout the entire system. For example, if a business invests heavily in marketing but fails to improve customer service, the system becomes unbalanced, leading to an increase in complaints and refunds rather than sustainable growth. Understanding these interconnections allows businesses to make strategic decisions that improve overall efficiency rather than just isolated areas. Every business, regardless of size, operates within multiple overlapping systems. There is the internal system, the company's operations, team dynamics, workflow processes, and internal culture. Then there is the external system, market conditions, industry trends, economic forces, and customer behavior. Successful businesses recognize that they must not only optimize their internal systems, but also adapt to the larger external systems in which they operate. Businesses that fail to understand their operating environment often find themselves reacting to changes rather than anticipating and preparing for them. The best business leaders think in terms of systems rather than isolated tasks. They ask themselves how different components interact, where inefficiencies exist, and what processes can be automated or optimized. They understand that solving a problem within a system requires addressing the root cause rather than just treating the symptoms. Many business owners fall into the trap of constantly putting out fires rather than implementing long-term solutions that prevent those fires from occurring in the first place. To truly understand systems, one must recognize the role of feedback loops. A feedback loop is a process where the output of a system influences future inputs, creating a cycle that either reinforces success or amplifies problems. Positive feedback loops strengthen a business. When a company delivers high-quality service, customers spread the word, attracting more business and reinforcing the company's growth. Negative feedback loops, on the other hand, can cause businesses to spiral downward. If a company fails to address product defects, customers will leave negative reviews, deterring new customers and causing revenue to decline. Businesses that recognize and optimize feedback loops can create self-sustaining systems that continuously improve over time. Understanding systems also means recognizing bottlenecks, the areas of a process that slow down overall performance. In a manufacturing business, a bottleneck might be a slow production line that causes delays in shipments. In a service business, it might be a backlog of customer support requests that frustrate clients and reduce satisfaction. Identifying and addressing bottlenecks is one of the most important steps in optimizing any system. This requires careful analysis, data tracking, and a willingness to experiment with process improvements. One of the most effective ways to optimize a system is through automation. Many business processes can be streamlined with technology, reducing human error and increasing efficiency. Automation does not just mean using software. It means designing workflows that minimize unnecessary steps, eliminate redundancies, and allow the system to function smoothly with minimal manual intervention. The businesses that succeed in the modern world are those that leverage automation to scale efficiently. However, understanding systems is not just about making them more efficient. It is also about making them more adaptable. The business landscape is constantly evolving, and systems that are too rigid can quickly become obsolete. Flexibility and adaptability are essential qualities of strong business systems. Companies that build adaptable systems can quickly pivot in response to market changes, customer needs, and technological advancements. This is why the most successful businesses prioritize continuous improvement. They never assume that their systems are perfect, and they constantly look for ways to refine and enhance their operations. Another critical aspect of systems thinking is recognizing the role of incentives. Every system is influenced by the motivations and behaviors of the people within it. If employees are incentivized to prioritize speed over quality, the system will produce fast but subpar results. If customer service representatives are rewarded based on the number of cases closed rather than customer satisfaction, the system may push them to rush interactions rather than solve problems effectively. Aligning incentives with desired outcomes is a key part of designing an effective system. Understanding systems also means recognizing that every business operates within a larger ecosystem that includes competitors, regulators, suppliers, and customers. No business operates in isolation, and external forces can have a significant impact on internal systems. Businesses that fail to anticipate changes in their external environment often find themselves caught off guard by new regulations, market shifts, or technological disruptions. Those that actively monitor and adapt to their external systems position themselves for long-term success. In addition to external factors, businesses must also consider the human element within their systems. Employees, managers, and customers are all part of the business ecosystem, and their behaviors and decisions influence outcomes. Creating systems that support employee well-being, motivation, and efficiency leads to better overall performance. Similarly, designing customer-centric systems that prioritize ease of use, satisfaction, and loyalty leads to long-term profitability. The most successful businesses recognize that systems must be designed with people in mind. Businesses that fail to implement strong systems often experience chaotic, unpredictable results. Without clear processes, employees waste time on repetitive tasks, customers receive inconsistent experiences, and the company struggles to scale. Strong systems, on the other hand, create order, predictability, and sustainability. They allow businesses to replicate success, minimize errors, and maximize efficiency. Entrepreneurs who understand and master systems thinking gain a powerful advantage. They see the bigger picture, anticipate challenges before they arise, and design businesses that function smoothly regardless of external conditions. They do not rely on guesswork. They rely on structured, data-driven decision-making. Ultimately, understanding systems is about recognizing patterns, optimizing processes, and ensuring that every component of a business works together seamlessly. The businesses that succeed are not just those that work hard, but those that work smart, those that design systems that create value efficiently, adapt to change, and continuously improve over time. Those who master systems thinking do not just run businesses, they build machines of success that operate smoothly, predictably, and profitably, ensuring that their ventures thrive in even the most competitive environments. Chapter 10: Analyzing Systems. Before you can improve a system, you must understand how well it's currently operating. Unfortunately for us, that's tricky business. It's not possible to stop the world however long you want while you take careful measurements. Systems must be analyzed as they're working. The ability to accurately analyze a system while it is in motion is a crucial skill that distinguishes successful business leaders from those who struggle to maintain control. Understanding how various components of a system interact in real time allows for strategic adjustments that can lead to greater efficiency, cost savings, and improved outcomes. Analyzing a system requires a keen understanding of feedback loops, as these loops provide insight into how well a system is functioning. Positive feedback loops reinforce desired behaviors, leading to growth and expansion, while negative feedback loops highlight inefficiencies, weaknesses, and bottlenecks that must be addressed. Successful entrepreneurs and managers continuously monitor these loops, ensuring that their systems are functioning optimally. A common mistake in system analysis is focusing too narrowly on individual parts without considering the whole. Businesses are dynamic, interconnected entities where a small change in one area can have significant repercussions throughout the system. Effective analysis requires taking a holistic approach, examining both micro and macro levels of operation. Data collection plays a pivotal role in system analysis. Without reliable data, decision-making is reduced to guesswork. Businesses that prioritize data-driven strategies can identify patterns, anticipate problems before they arise, and optimize performance with precision. Key performance indicators, KPIs, serve as valuable metrics for assessing how well a system is performing. These KPIs vary depending on the business model, but typically include factors like revenue growth, customer satisfaction, operational efficiency, and employee productivity. Regularly tracking and evaluating these metrics provides insights into which areas of a system require improvement. Bottlenecks are among the most critical issues to identify during system analysis. A bottleneck is any point in a process that slows down the overall operation, causing inefficiencies and delays. Whether it is a slow production line, an overburdened employee, or an outdated technological system, bottlenecks must be addressed swiftly to ensure smooth operations. Analyzing a system also involves assessing risks. Every business operates in an environment filled with uncertainties, including market fluctuations, regulatory changes, and technological disruptions. Conducting risk assessments allows businesses to prepare for potential threats and develop contingency plans that minimize the impact of unforeseen challenges. A proactive approach to system analysis enables businesses to remain agile, adaptable, and competitive in an ever-changing landscape. However, analysis alone is not enough. It must be followed by actionable strategies for improvement. The insights gained from analyzing a system should inform decision-making, guiding the implementation of changes that enhance efficiency, effectiveness, and sustainability. Businesses that master system analysis gain a significant advantage, as they can continuously refine their operations, reduce waste, and optimize resource allocation. Ultimately, analyzing systems is an ongoing process. It requires constant vigilance, adaptability, and a willingness to embrace innovation. Those who invest time and effort into understanding how their systems function will always be better positioned for long-term success. By integrating data-driven insights, identifying feedback loops, and addressing bottlenecks, businesses can ensure that their systems remain efficient. Response Chapter 11: Improving Systems. Creating and improving systems is the heart of successful business practice. The purpose of understanding and analyzing systems is to improve them, which is often tricky. Changing systems can often create unintended consequences. Every adjustment, no matter how small, has the potential to trigger ripple effects throughout the entire system. Therefore, the key to system improvement lies in strategic, well-planned interventions that enhance efficiency without introducing new problems. Businesses that continuously refine and optimize their systems position themselves for sustained growth, higher profitability, and long-term success. Improving a system begins with a clear objective. What specific outcomes do you want to achieve? Whether it's reducing costs, increasing efficiency, improving customer experience, or streamlining operations, setting a clear goal provides direction for system improvements. Without a defined objective, changes may be made haphazardly, leading to confusion and inefficiencies. Once objectives are established, businesses must implement incremental changes rather than attempting to overhaul an entire system at once. Small, targeted improvements allow for better tracking of results and reduce the risk of unintended negative consequences. Continuous testing and iteration are key principles in system improvement. By making gradual adjustments and assessing their impact, businesses can fine-tune their operations and ensure sustainable progress. Leveraging technology is one of the most effective ways to improve systems. Automation tools, artificial intelligence, and data analytics can optimize workflows, reduce manual effort, and enhance accuracy. Businesses that embrace technological advancements gain a competitive edge by increasing productivity and minimizing errors. However, technology alone is not a cure-all. Systems must be designed with people in mind. Employee training and engagement are crucial components of system improvement. A system is only as effective as the people who operate it. Ensuring that employees understand new processes, have the necessary skills, and feel empowered to contribute to system improvements fosters a culture of continuous innovation. Involving employees in system improvement initiatives also increases buy-in and reduces resistance to change. Measuring progress is essential to determining whether system improvements are effective. Regular performance evaluations, feedback loops, and KPI tracking help businesses assess the impact of changes and identify areas that require further refinement. Continuous improvement frameworks such as Lean, Six Sigma, and Agile methodologies provide structured approaches to optimizing systems. These methodologies emphasize eliminating waste, enhancing efficiency, and fostering adaptability. Flexibility is a key trait of successful system improvement efforts. Market conditions, customer preferences, and technological advancements are constantly evolving. Businesses that rigidly adhere to outdated systems risk falling behind competitors who are more agile and responsive. Maintaining a mindset of adaptability ensures that businesses can pivot when necessary, seizing new opportunities and mitigating risks effectively. Feedback from customers and stakeholders is an invaluable resource in system improvement. Listening to those who interact with the system daily, whether employees, customers, or partners, provides real-world insights that can guide optimization efforts. Businesses that actively seek and act on feedback create systems that are more user-friendly, efficient, and aligned with stakeholder needs. System improvement is not a one-time project. It is an ongoing process that requires commitment and perseverance. Businesses that prioritize continuous improvement foster a culture of excellence, ensuring that their operations remain competitive and resilient in a rapidly changing environment. Those who master the art of improving systems do not just respond to challenges, they proactively shape their future, creating scalable, efficient, and innovative systems that drive long-term success. Ultimately, the best businesses are those that never stop refining, optimizing, and enhancing their systems, turning them into powerful engines of growth and sustainability. Throughout this journey, we have explored the fundamental principles that drive business success, from value creation and marketing to sales, finance, and systems management. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in building and sustaining a thriving enterprise. The key takeaway is that business is not about isolated actions, but about how well each part of the system works together. Those who master these principles gain the ability to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and build businesses that stand the test of time. The most successful entrepreneurs are those who continuously learn, adapt, and refine their approach. Every business is a living system, and improvement is a continuous process. Whether you are just starting or looking to scale your business, the principles discussed in this book will serve as a roadmap to achieving long-term success. But knowledge alone is not enough. Execution is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. Now is the time to apply what you have learned. Start by analyzing your current systems, identifying inefficiencies, and implementing small, consistent improvements. Leverage the power of data, customer feedback, and technology to refine your processes and enhance your value delivery. Remember that success is built on consistency, discipline, and a relentless commitment to excellence. If you are ready to take your business to the next level, commit to continuous improvement. Share your insights, engage with like-minded professionals, and never stop learning. The future belongs to those who take action. Now, go out there and build something great.